Good morning, dear students. Today we will start the chapter with new subtopics, but before starting the chapter we have to recapitulate the subtopics which we studied in the last class. The subtopics are permanent settlements, second one is temporary settlements. Permanent settlements are those settlements which are made to live permanently, and these type of settlements are made especially on plain area, understand, where people do different type of activities. Suppose that agriculture, especially for agriculture, people stay there, or for their businesses, understand, to establish on one place for a long time. And second one is temporary settlements. Temporary settlements which are occupied for a short period of time are called temporary settlements, understand. And these type of settlements are found in forest, desert, understand, in such areas where people roam one place to another place for a short period of time. After that we will discuss the subtopics, so you must watch the video and try to know about the subtopics. Today we are going to discuss the subtopics. The subtopics are rural and urban settlements. In the starting of the chapter there is a short story, Mary's birthday. It was Mary's birthday party. She and her friends were waiting for Gurpreet to arrive so that Mary could cut the cake. At last Gurpreet arrived, tired, coughing and wheezing. She explained that the traffic jam was terrible. Mary's mother, Mrs. Thomas, patted Gurpreet's back and sighed, "Oof, the pollution in our city." Prasad had recently come from the village. He asked, "Why do we have such traffic jams and such pollution in the cities?" Understand? Prasad was asking, why do we have such traffic jams and such pollution in the cities? The number of vehicles is increasing day by day due to growing population in the cities, Mary's father replied. Mr. Thomas. Mary asked, "Then why are people coming to the cities?" Her mother replied, people come in the cities for looking. They come in the cities, why? Because for better education and for medical facilities, understand, and for jobs. Mary further inquired, if so many people keep coming to cities, where will all the people live? Mr. Thomas, her father replied, that is why you see so many slums and squatter settlements where people stay in congested and unhygienic condition. So her father replied that in cities too many people are coming from villages from far distances, so the condition is very poor and people are living in slums and squatter in illegal settlements. They are living illegally and the conditions are ramped, unhygienic condition. They are not getting clean drinking water and proper shelter. They are not also getting electricity. They are not getting good power supply, understand. These are the common in the cities. Prasad said, our villages may not have big cinema halls, well equipped schools and fresh air, well equipped schools and good hospitals, but we have open spaces and fresh air to breathe in. When my grandfather was sick, we had to rush him to the city hospital. So in this story, short story, we get that people are coming in cities because of better education, getting better education, better medical facilities. Understand? People come better education, for job, for better medical facilities, and if people are coming more and more, then condition become serious. Many people live in congested areas, in slums and in squatters, in illegal settlements. Understand? Because the people are coming rapidly in the cities. And in contrast, in village areas we can get clean atmosphere, fresh air, clean water, everything we can get, but we can't get good hospitals, better school. Understand? So afterward, from the above conversation, we can identify two different pictures of settlements, the rural and the urban settlements. Understand? The rural settlements and urban settlements. Two type of settlements, rural settlements and urban settlements. The villages are rural settlements. Understand? Where people are engaged. In villages you will get that people especially engaged in agriculture, fishing, forestry, craftswork and trading, etc. Understand? In rural settlements can be compact or scattered. The two words compact and scattered. Compact means the houses will be close one after another, and scattered means the houses will be scattered, one houses will be here, then another will be far distance. Understand? So what is a compact settlement? A compact settlement is a closely built area of dwellings. Understand? Wherever flat land is available, especially in flat land, you will get closely built area of dwellings. You will get dwellings, houses that will be connected closely, that will be close. Understand? Not in great distance, you will not get it. Especially it will be possible in flat area, flat land. Understand? In a scattered settlements, dwellings are spaced over an extensive area. This type of settlements is mostly found in hilly tracts, thick forests and regions of extreme climate. And scattered settlements you will get especially in forest, in hilly area, hill tracts. Understand? And the region is extreme climate, in especially mountain. In that area you will get such type of settlements. In hilly tracts, in extreme condition we can get, in a far distance, in forest also. Understand? In rural areas people build houses to suit their environment. When in regions of heavy rainfall we will get slanting roofs, slant, not straight, slant, tirche, slant roofs. Places where water accumulates in rainy season, the houses are constructed on raised platform or stilts. Students, you know that where rainwater accumulates in a one place in a great amount, on that places houses will be built on stilts, and stilts means on high place, that will be made on high place, understand, high post that will be made on support, houses will be made on support, understand. So thick mud walled houses with thatched roofs are very common in hot climate. In hot climate especially you will get mud houses, mud walled houses with thatched roofs, thatched hut like roofs, understand, are very common in areas of hot climate, especially in village areas you will get it. And local materials like stones, mud, clay, straw, etc. are used to construct houses in hot areas especially, understand, especially you can see in villages. And the towns are small and the cities are larger urban settlements. The towns are small and the cities are larger urban settlements. In urban areas people are engaged in different type of work, manufacturing, trading and services, understand. So I hope that you have understood all this clearly. Compact settlement and scattered settlement. Compact settlements means that the houses will be built closely one after another, that will be connected to each other, and scattered settlements will be found especially in hilly areas, in forest, where the land will not be flat, understand, in forest, especially in hilly tracts, and where the water will be accumulated, on that places houses will be made on stilt, on support, on raised platform, because water will not touch the house, understand. I hope that you have understood all this clearly. Thanks for watching the video.